Hey, God bless all of you. I wanted to record this and bring this testimony to whomever listens to it. This is about the promises and power of God. The scriptures are telling us that God is all powerful and all knowing. These are a couple attributes, among others, of course, of God. 1989, 1990, the Lord gave me a vision. And the Lord showed me, okay, now first I have to say, at that time, there was absolutely no social media. No YouTube, no Facebook, no Instagram, no nothing. So he showed me this vision of a map of the United States. And he was taking me, my voice, and he was putting it as beams of light. I saw beams of light hit every state in the United States, but it was shown to me like this. A beam of light would hit one state, and then it'd go to another state, and another state, and another state. Then I saw the light cross over the ocean and go to the other continents. Now, as I said, back then, there was absolutely no social media, no Instagram, no Facebook, no anything. Now, the fulfillment of that vision is actually happening. The way you're hearing my voice now, back then in 89, 1990, before it happened, before it even existed, not just before it happened, before this technology even existed, God showed me, A, it would exist, and B, my voice was going, he was taking it rather, everywhere. Now let me emphasize again, I have to emphasize this again. Back at the time of that vision, 1989, 1990, there was no Facebook, no YouTube, no Instagram, no anything. So, this speaks to the power of our God. The God we serve, the God we trust. Before it even happens, God knows. How it will happen, when it will happen, and the whole thing. Now, that's a powerful God. I mean, that vision was, I don't know, when did Facebook come out? I heard 2004 or something like that. And the rest of them, 2000 something. That was at least 10 years before these social medias even existed. So that's a testimony to the power of God. God knows everything before it happens. God knows your situation before it happens. God sees your situation. God knows your situation. And God knows what's going to happen in your situation. And this is why the scriptures are telling us continually to trust in Him. Because nothing is a surprise to God. Maybe to us, but not to God. He sees the end before it even happens. And He's all powerful to cause things to happen. I'm not saying here that he causes everything to happen, because we know man has free will and there's evil in this world that's not from God. It's just the fallen state of man, and God has gifted everyone with a free will and they're just doing their evil. That's not from God. But at the same time, we also know the theologians are saying and telling us, the word theologian means speaking about God. Theos, God, speaking about God. So they're telling us, they're saying that God knows everything, of course, from the scriptures. They're talking about the scriptures. They're commenting on the scriptures. The Bible's telling us that God knows everything and God can cause things to happen. Now, here's what I want to say. Has God showed you something? Has God promised you something? Now, let me tell you something. Let me emphasize something to you. If it's genuine, if what you saw was genuine and what God promised you in maybe a word of prophecy, a prophetic utterance, a word of knowledge, if these things were genuine, a vision, they will happen. Absolutely, they will happen. Just like the testimony I gave years before these social media existed, God showed me that my voice would be going across the United States right now as you're hearing me. Facebook reaches billions. YouTube reaches billions. Instagram reaches billions. So the potential of my voice reaching these billions is exactly what that vision years and years and years ago showed me. So be of good cheer. Trust in God. Do not fear. I feel like saying that. Someone out there maybe has fear. Don't fear, because there's no fear in God. Amen. God bless.